The technique we need to do and to use, to factorise this quadratic will need to be completing the square. Why? Because if you think about the normal cross method technique, two numbers that multiply to give -6, all I can think of are 1 and 6 and 3 and 2. None of those combinations will add to give -4. The technique of completing the square is to be used when you need to factorise, and the trick of completing the square, not a trick but a technique, is you break up this equation into two sub-equations, one where you'll be able to factorise using a perfect square and the other one using dots. This is what we do. Write down the first two terms, x squared minus 4x. We then go ahead and we going to grab the coefficient of x, which in this case is -4, and we halve that and we square it. Now straight away I've added something to an equation which I'm not supposed to, so I need to take it away. -4 over 2 all squared minus 6. Let me just clean it up before I continue. X squared minus 4x plus minus 2 squared, take away minus 2 squared minus 6. What I've done is, and you'll notice I've left it as minus 2 squared, is I've added and taken away, so the equation hasn't been affected. But now these three can be factorized using the perfect square technique, and these be factorized using the dots. You'll see shortly. That will always give you x and whatever's in the bracket, so -2 all squared. We keep writing the sum. -4 minus 6 gives us x minus 2 squared minus 10. I said dots, it's actually going to be dots that we need to use to factorize, because this can be written as x minus 2 squared minus root 10 squared. That can be factorized. We end up with x minus 2 minus root 10, x minus 2 plus root 10. That's a technique we use to complete the square.